distracting it. How can we reform the heart? Reform the heart to internalize the sunnah. The secret of it is mahabbatullah wa rasulih, to love Allah and His Messenger. The outward form without the inward love is just the outward form. It's like Malaysia, you have the greatest fruit in the world, opening the fruit and finding inside there's nothing, or it's gone rotten. What's the good of it? The form is only there to protect what's inside. The form of the prayer, the rak'ah, the sujood and the ruku' is nothing in itself. It's only there in order to give you the khushu' in the prayer. If you're going through the outward form but the inward sunnah's not there, then what is it exactly? Maybe it's good for the health, perhaps. Keeps the knee joints young when you're getting older, has a few benefits, but really a big effort for not very much. So how can we make the heart prostrate? How do we do that? Mahabbatullah wa rasulih. The inward transformation comes from love. Don't just go through the motions in front of the distant Rabbul Alameen, but have that love in your heart. And that love is not something that you can really find from a book. It's not something you can just tell yourself, I will love Allah. Any more than you can say, I will love such and such a woman. It's impossible. If you go to a woman and say, I've decided to love you, she'll send you away as if you're kind of mad. It's the same in religion. You can't decide to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's something outside your control. It's something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places in your heart. And the prayer is just us raising up our hands saying, Allahumma rzuqna hubbak. Oh Allah, bestow your love upon us. Wa hubba man ahabbak. And the love of those who love you. وَحُبَّ كُلَّ عَمَلٍ يُقَرِّبُنِي إِلَى حُبِّكَ يَا رَبَّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And the love of every action which brings me closer to your love, Ya Rabb al-Alameen. If we make that dua, and our hands are filled with Allah's ijabah, with His response, then we'll really start to see what Islam is about. Outward form's easy. The inward form, where we really come to glimpse some tiny percentage of the greatness of the ruh of the Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whose title was Habibullah, Allah's beloved, who reached that high ultimate stage of Qaba Qawsayn aw Adna because of the love that he had for his Lord. It was the love that was the engine, the buraq of the Mi'raj. Once we start to get that love for Allah and love for those who love Allah, and therefore Al-Habib Al-A'zam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the greatest beloved, that's when we really start to be Muslim, to surrender heart as well as body to Allah, Lord of the worlds. And that's something that is within, and something that we can't command. A king, a president, a sultan or a ruler can make you perhaps bow down before him and go through the protocol, but he knows that he can't control your heart. He doesn't know what's going on in your heart. The heart is where religion really exists, and that's why the Quran came down upon his heart, and with the ayah with which we began, نَزَّلَهُ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ. And the heart is the great mystery. This is the luz, the mu'amma, the unknowable, unfathomable thing. Who can explain the human heart? What we can do, since we can't control it, is to go through the outward forms with sincerity, watching our intentions, holding on to the outward forms of the sunnah of the chosen one, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, hoping and praying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bestow His love upon our hearts. Like the man in the desert, and it's raining, and he needs water for his flock. He can't make the rain fall. A little desert man, what can he do to make the rain fall from the clouds? He's completely helpless. But he may have a certain experience of knowing where the rain might fall. So he takes the flocks to a place where he hopes the rain will fall. That's what we do when we come to the masjid. We don't come to the masjid knowing that that will bring Allah's reward. But we come to the masjid in the hope that this is one of the mawatin al-ijab. This is one of the places where Allah may bestow His acceptance upon us. He is infinite, we are finite. He is al-qawi, He is the strong, we are weak. We can't really do anything about our inward life and the mess that is our spirituality. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He is Rahman and Rahim and Rashid and Hadi and all of those beautiful names, can send that iman to our hearts. Allahumma habib ilayna al-iman. Make iman precious and beloved to us. And that's what we do when we come to the masjid. And that's what we do when we follow the outward forms of the chosen one, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That doesn't make us awliya. That doesn't make us prophetic people. That doesn't make us good people. But it does mean that we're like the desert man standing in the right place. So if the rain comes, we're ready for it. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us people who are mukhliseen and khashi'een and muti'een, and that are not just adorned outwardly by the beauty of the sunnah of the chosen one sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but have some fraction of the light that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shone upon his heart in our hearts, inshaAllah, so that by that light we can live and we die. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.